Hello, I'm hearing the message of listen to your heart, dance with life, and don't dim your light. It is your duty, your responsibility. It's essentially your job here to shine in the fullness of your authentic vibration and unique soul frequency and your unique truth. I was facilitating attunements today and feeling the energy still from that and wanted to come on to speak about a couple of things that I was sensing and feeling and experiencing from what came through in channeled messages today, as in when I'm holding space for these events, these retreats or courses. Other energies can speak through me, and it kind of becomes clear to the people that I'm speaking to because they get a sense of, oh my God, that was so intuitive, or how did you know that, or um like you happened to mention something that they were just previously talking about with somebody else, so it's all divine synchronicity. And you may find that more of your spiritual gifts and abilities are becoming activated right here, right now. And it's important that you remain open. I'm getting to ask you to remain grounded and calm, to breathe through it, to settle in your body, to allow energy to settle in your body and not to fall into fear, to remain open to messages coming through and to be in a loving vibration about it, to be receptive, to be open, to remain open to messages and communication coming to you that may be ramping up to new levels and in new ways and new experiences according to clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairaudience, clairaudience, clairsentience, whatever it may be that you're experiencing. If it's that you're just intuitively knowing something, you're hearing something, you're getting ringing in your ears, you're getting clicks or glitches with tech devices, communication another way in your reality, you're seeing things in the corner of your eye, you're um, seeing an object in your reality and then all of a sudden seeing it's not there and then being convinced it was there, what happened, where's it gone? And there's been like a glitch there in frequency shift and adjustment where you may even feel like it's just coming to me that you're losing your mind. And I don't want to speak on this. I was speaking about it earlier on today when someone asking me, like, how do you stop yourself from like going to the extreme, like being psychotic? Like you get a psychotic episode or with these experiences that can come in if you're not prepared or not grounded or don't know how to make sense of them, or especially if you, in my own personal opinion, and take it as it resonates, I feel this happens especially when you feel alone, when you feel you don't feel safe to reveal or to share what experiences you are having. And you're certainly not going to go to a traditional therapist or medical professional for fear that you will be prescribed medication that your body does not need, and so on. I'm not going to go down that road and go any further, but being open to how this is actually guiding you to something, it's teaching you something, and that when you're in the energy of love, everything has to be more harmonious in your reality. So you have the power to call out mantras and cast spells in this witchcraft of casting spells through your words and saying, if you feel that certain energies are in your space or these experiences are happening to you, take this as it resonates. I wasn't really planning on speaking about this, but it's coming through as a message for whoever may be connected to this video right now, to call out statements such as I'm safe, loved, cherished, and adored, that all disharmonious energies must leave now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. Only energies of the highest light and truth can be in my space and within my energy field and within my environment. Thank you, and so it is. Archangel Michael, please come down and cover me in blue light of protection and cover my home and space with your blue light and shield of protection and cut away, remove any cords not of God's desire. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. You can call upon energies of the violet flame, the violet fire, to burn within you, to transmute and transform anything that is not loving into love, to alchemize, and to visualize and imagine that flame burning within you. And now I'm hearing Disco Inferno again, which I was dancing to right here last night in my bare feet under the stars. Burn, baby, burn. Burn the flames of the disco, the flames of the Disco Inferno. What am I saying? The violet flame burning within you to transform everything into love, and to allow it to be love, and to allow a fire to be ignited within you that is loving. That if you're feeling this need to take action, your warrior spirit activated, that it's through the lens of love, it's through the frequency and vibration of love, and that you get to choose that, to remain open, keeping your heart open, remaining open to what is coming into you under these moon messages, because this does relate to the new moon that we have in Taurus this weekend, and it's highly abundant. So I am going to speak on that. Let me read out the message of Secrets of the Moon. The cycles of the moon affect every aspect of our life. The cyclical magnetic pull regulates the tides as it acts on our planet's waters. Interestingly, someone was speaking about this with me today, about the name of the wave and as it crashes down, and how the tide always comes back. It comes out and comes back in. The water pulls away and returns. It pulls away and returns. And I just mentioned abundance, so this is coming out now. You are as abundant as the ocean, as every single grain of sand that exists in the world. Like, you can't count them. It's limitless. It's endless. Like every drop in the ocean, it is endless. It's limitless. It's infinite. And what I was sharing with someone today was, breathe in deeply, like even you here right now, like breathe in deeply and breathe out. And don't you know that you can breathe in again? That the air is there, that you're going to take another in breath, that you're going to breathe in again, that there's endless supply of air. And even if there's like 500 people watching this video and we're all breathing in together at the same time, we all know that there's going to be more air for all of us wherever we are. And the same as abundance. Their abundance is available to everyone, and there is enough for everyone. And we can apply this to love, to money, to vitality, to opportunities, to everything that you may require, desire, want to tune into, being the frequency of, to come back to the remembrance of that there's endless supply of air. Of course, I'm going to breathe in and there's going to be more. Of course, if I pay for this and this money is going out, of course, more is coming in. Because God loves you. And to believe that and to trust in it, to remain open to that, like I'm loved in everyday moment. I'm constantly provided for. I'm safe. I'm cared for. I'm receiving in everyday moment, which you are, when you zoom out and observe that, and how that can help you feel more at ease in your body, and how you're moving towards the pursuit of your desires, how you can feel richly and infinitely abundant right here, right now, not with the if or the when and the condition. There's no condition on it. You are abundant now. And feeling that and feeling it into your body and feeling the abundance of your life force vitality and the beating of your heart that beats and beats and beats all day long, all during the night. When you're sleeping, it's constantly working for you. The universe is working for you. Money works for you. Everything is for your benefits. Nothing outside of you is more important than your pulsating, beating heart and your life force, energy, vitality, the air coming into you, allowing you to continue to exist here in this reality. That you have more value and importance than anything else outside of you. You and your frequency are your number one priority. And the more you value that, and the more you care for it, and the more you see the value and the magnificence of it, the more you see that reflected back into your reality. I may be repeating these messages in some videos, but we need the reminders, and we need to constantly be tuning into that frequency and feeling it and soaking it in our body and embodying it to be that frequency in order to create and generate that reality of heaven. So here we go. The moon even affects the monthly cycles of women. It's not an accident that a woman's cycle and the cycle of the moon are approximately the same amount of time. I'm also getting the energy of it being a rebirth, which you know again. Rebirth this weekend, and how something is being activated within your womb space. A new creation has been created within you that you're giving birth to right here, right now. Right. In native cultures, when women lived in nature, it was not uncommon for them to menstruate during the new moon and ovulate around the full moon. It was believed that the menstruation was the time that a woman had to be still, put her everyday labors aside, and renew. This is a time of renewal. For all people, the dark of the moon was a time to incubate ideas, watch nocturnal dreams for signs, and be still. In modern life, we as a culture don't honor these natural cycles often enough, and as a result, our lives are usually bereft of this important time of rejuvenation, of allowing you to be open and receptive to receiving your divine inspiration. And that's connecting me back to the initial message of listen to your heart, dance with the cosmos, and don't dim your light. And that can be a reclamation of your allowing yourself to slow down, to feel abundant within you, surrendering into less is more, and being open to what the divine wants to speak and communicate and bring to you. When you receive this card, be open to receiving signs. Be still, do nothing, be open, breathe. Relax completely and thoroughly, truly surrendering to rest. I was talking about this earlier today, in how we may choose to have a nap, but then how your energy is going at that. Do you fully allow the surrender? Do you set an alarm? Do you go into these things with, I need rest, I need to sleep, so I'm going to have sleep, and I wake up when I wake up? If you can allow that, if you can allow the feeling in your body, the embodiment of complete safety, of giving over to this, I'm completely safe, and all is unfolding in my favor. Everything is happening for my benefit, so I can surrender and allow myself to be held by the divine, which I always am. And to truly surrender to that deep rest is also a message for me. Incubate your dreams for the future. If you're trying to make a decision, take the time to watch for signs and listen to the whispers of the universe. Watch your dreams for messages regarding the situation. Become a sacred watcher. Observe life as it unfolds, rather than becoming engaged in it. Be open to what the universe has in store for you. And I was sharing this analogy earlier on of how we can think we're in the driver's seat and driving the car, and then we come to realize that we're actually in the passenger seat and the driver is communicating through us. And we get to observe the direction in which the driver is taking us. And we can surrender to that, or we can be in a resistance and fight against it, and be in our ego and being wanted to take over the steering wheel and control the scenario and dictate which direction and turn and what happens and how fast or how slow you go. This is all coming out right now, but doesn't that kind of make sense in a way? Can you think of times where you really tried to make something happen and it just wasn't happening, and you just got frustrated because you kept going at something and you kept getting resistance? I was also seeing an image today of the in Terminator 2, of how the advanced Terminator was like going down into the molten liquid and was disintegrating into nothing. Like it was the end, it was the termination of that Terminator, and how parts of that steel were still coming out, and we were seeing the face kind of screaming in pain and agony and attempting to control and wanting to hold on and cling on and fight in resistance, before there was just it's inevitable. Like, you just let go and it's done. It's game over. It's like, it's quite profound, but it can be in the energy of the rebirth, that the former version of you is gone. And it's futile trying to hold on to it. Trying to keep that version of yourself alive is only going to cause you more pain and suffering. Let me know if that's resonating, if that's a message for any of you, to truly surrender to what is, in allowing that openness to guide you forward into this new version of you, this new emergence, the evolving from within you, in how you transform and you emerge as something new, a new expression, a more authentic version of you with more radiant shine, and not dimming your light, really fully allowing that expression, not caring about whether anyone else approves of it, that you celebrate and validate yourself. I said that in a previous video also. But also, the more that you believe you are loved and you're appreciated and you're celebrated and supported, the more you see that in the mirror. So if you're shifting your perspective to, I'm so loved, I'm appreciated and valued, people love my shine, people celebrate my shine, then you start to experience that. So it's coming from you. Let's see if there's anything else. Be receptive to messages from your soul. This card can also be the bringer of sacred wonders into your life. Miracles can show up in ways that you didn't expect. I did mention a windfall this weekend. I did mention abundance pouring in, that adventure card of the flow of abundance. It requires you to remain flexible. You're being asked to heal any chaos, and that can be either through allowing that stillness and being open, or sometimes it can mean having to be the chaos in how you take a different action, or you choose differently, you pivot. But this can be even by setting a boundary with somebody and saying no, and that's it. And that might cause chaos in a situation, but ultimately leading to your peace and your healing and your openness to what is better for you, or what is serving your mission and what you're pouring into better. So you're healing some kind of chaotic way of being right here, right now. And through your flexibility and openness, you will be connecting to greater pleasure. Pleasure is in being in your peace and harmony and love and truth and joy and beauty within you, in focusing on the pleasure of life, of enjoyment, of peace and pleasure and beauty and love and joy, and focusing on how you can, through the mundane, through having appreciation for the things that you may not prefer, can ultimately lead to the path of greater pleasure and fulfillment in a devotional action of doing something that you may not like or may not want to do, or maybe facing a fear of something, because you ultimately know it's going to lead you to the fulfillment or the pleasure. I'm receiving personal messages from me in that. And I'll update you. And it pull a couple of cards from another deck here for you if you have an intention, if you have a question or something that you feel that you'd like to receive confirmation or clarity on. A love card is coming out, so connect to love, be the love. Love is the answer. Love will lead you to greener pastures. It's a beautiful evening here. I'm so grateful for today. Are you grateful for today? Are you grateful for your breath? Are you grateful for right here, right now? Are you grateful for the unfolding journey? Grateful for the opportunity to be a new you. Okay, we're in this one. Ooh, okay. This is war and peace. And this can be having to give up any kind of internal conflict in order to come back to your own peace within you. Where I was mentioning earlier on, from the microcosm to the macrocosm, from within us and in our individual thought forms, we can contribute to either world war or world peace. If our thoughts are peaceful and harmonious, we're part of contributing to world peace in the vibrational resonance. If we're thinking harmful thoughts or feeling frustrated at someone or angry or directing that bad or negative energy towards something, it can be part of contributing to war in a place in the world and how we're all impacting and affecting everything, which is why it's so important to heal any of that inner chaos within you and come back into your pleasure and your satisfaction and your bliss and your inner peace and harmony and truth and beauty and joy, because it keeps you anchored in peace in your own vibration and allows you to contribute to peace on earth. And this is the heaven on earth. This is the idea of this channel, of how we're ultimately responsible for the experience we're creating, and we are part of creating the collective whole. We're part of influencing what happens on the entire planet. That your thoughts, your words, your energy, your frequency, your voice, your truth, your authenticity, it matters so much because it affects everything. That is how powerful you truly are. That's how abundant you are. That's how valuable you are. That's how valuable your vibration of peace is. And the more you're broadcasting that, the more you're creating that in your reality. The more you're broadcasting abundance, the more you're generating abundance for you. The more you're in the energy of, I have so much money. Why does money love me? Money loves me. Money is my best friend. Money is always with me. As the water comes in and the water goes out, money comes in, money goes out. My income always exceeds my expenses. I always have my needs met. I'm always abundant in supply. Money loves to come into my reality. Money loves to take care of me. I love money. I value my money. I manage my money wisely. I take care of myself with my money. I pour money into my impact. The more I pour money into my impact, the bigger impact that I can create. The more I can be part of creating a peaceful, loving, harmonious vibration, the more I can uplift and inspire and motivate and encourage and support others. And that's creating even more heaven. The more money I receive, the more I can shine. And the more I shine, the more I'm contributing. And the more I contribute, the more I receive, and the greater impact I can have. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the financial abundance making its way to you right here, right now. When you're broadcasting that signal of I am and have everything, so you do. So you are by law of resonance. And you can come away from any internal conflict or being at war with yourself within to being in vibrant aliveness and gratitude and wonder and curiosity and thankfulness and generosity and abundance. And who can I inspire today? Who can I uplift with a positive message today? Who can I smile at today? Whose heart can I give a hug to today? Whatever it may be. And when you're in the energy of that, so you receive that universal love. The more you are about how you can contribute, the more abundant you truly are. Let's see if there's a message from here. There is a clash between your logical mind and a heartfelt yearning at present. Interesting, because I was speaking also about this earlier, that we're in a mental universe, that all is mind, and how that is creating everything, broadcasting that. We need to come back into our hearts, which has a much stronger electromagnetic field, to be in gratitude, broadcasting the frequency of love, so that we're truly creating what is more harmonious and desirable. And ultimately, we all truly want now. Your heart is pulling you in one direction while your mind is pulling you in another that resonates with you. This is creating an inner war that's responsible for any stress that you may be feeling if you are. Take it as a resonance. The way to overcome this is by embracing both your heart and mind. Trust what your heart is saying, but also apply common sense. Also be mindful and observe what's going on in the mind. Inner peace is only possible by embracing both sides of your nature. Acknowledge any fear that you may have, but do not allow it to stand in your way. So to continue forth towards your long-term fulfillment and pleasure as a way of igniting your satisfaction and contentment and peace. Only by doing what feels right in your heart will you move closer to fulfilling your dreams. Yet you also need to be rational about your decisions, for both heartfelt inspiration and practical logic are necessary in order to achieve a harmonious and successful outcome. So this is about grounding in the spiritual into your physical reality, and how, yes, you can be in gratitude and abundance and do your meditation and listen to sound frequency music and get on the vibe. But you also need to ground yourself in action steps and how you show up in the tasks that you complete that generate a sense of safety and stability and security and calm and satisfaction and contentment for you, in that you take care of your needs and you meet the things that you're responsible for, that you take care of those aspects so that you're grounding and anchoring in that spiritual energy into your physical reality and harmonizing both in remembrance of the truth of who you are. And this is echoing what I said in a previous video on how you can go at the mundane in an energy and frequency of gratitude. You can be washing your dishes in the sink in your joy, in your gratitude. You can be in visualization and imagination. Ooh, I wonder what incredible magic is unfolding for me right now as you wash the dishes. I wonder who's going to contact me that's going to lead to a fantastic collaboration or opportunity right here, right now. Isn't it amazing that so much money is making its way to me right here, right now, as you turn on the tap again and let water flow over that plate and just feel into, oh, why am I so abundant? And you can be harmonizing this spiritual ascension process in your 3D physical reality, in whatever you are doing in the here and now moment, seeking ways to bring in more openness and flexibility, but igniting everything that you are, you have, and you do with that energy of pleasure. Because then that's only going to generate more pleasurable experiences for you and bringing more of what you desire to you and magnetizing more of what makes you feel good, because you're constantly broadcasting feeling good. I feel good. I feel good. The universe is just going to keep giving you more of what feels good to you, and you're no longer going to be attracting things that don't feel as good, that you elevate in creating more of your heaven. Hope you enjoyed this message for today. I'm wishing you a happy new moon in Taurus. Abundance is yours right here, right now. Money loves you. Opportunities are making their way to you right here, right now, simply because you are. Lots of love and thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. And see you in the next one. Lots of love.